Hello students, in this video we are going to discuss the chapter Resources and Development of Geography. First we define resources. Those sources which satisfies human needs can be termed as resources. These are technologically accessible and economically profitable. In a very simple term, anything that satisfies human needs can be termed as resources. Now we can classify resources on various aspects. On the basis of origin, it can be divided into two parts, biotic or biotic. The living component termed as biotic. Example, human beings, plants, animals. Non-living components can be termed as abiotic. Example, land, soil, air, water. On the basis of exhaustibility, it can be divided into two parts, renewable, non-renewable. Renewable resources. These have unlimited stocks and there is no danger of depletion of these resources in near future, whether we use immensely. It can be renewed by physical, chemical or mechanical process. Solar energy and wind energy are good examples of it. Non-renewable, limited stocks, takes millions years formation, and it cannot be renewed by physical, chemical or mechanical process. Fossil fuels stands good example of it. One important difference between these two resources: renewable resources are more eco-friendly than non-renewable resources. Now we classify resources on the status of development. First, potential resources. These resources are available in particular region but not being utilized. It may be due to lack of investment, awareness. For example, in Rajasthan and Gujarat, there is possibility of wind and solar energy, but they are not utilizing. So if resources are available but the particular area are not utilizing, then these are called potential resources of that area. Developed resources. Resources which are well developed and are being used in present time, called developed resources. They are actually also called actual resources. We know the quality, quantity and importance of the resources. Example, coal, petroleum, stock. Resources which are available but we does not have proper technology to utilize it. For example, we know that hydrogen is best fuel, but we don't have proper technology to separate hydrogen from water in the way it can be utilized as a fuel. We have the technology to separate it, but we don't have the technology to separate hydrogen from water in the way it can be utilized as fuel. Reserve. We have the technology to extract the resources, but we store these to meet future requirements, and these are called reserve. Example, we store water in dam to meet our energy requirement in future. So we just summarize potential resources. Resources are available but these are not being utilized. Developed resources, resources which are actually in use. Stock. Resources are available but we don't have technology to use it. Reserve. Resources are available and we can utilize it in a near future. Now, on the basis of ownership, it can be divided. First, individual resources on which there is a control of a particular portion. It is called individual resources. For example, we live in our particular house and there is a total control of ourselves. Community. There are certain places where surrounding people utilize it. For example, park, picnic spot, etc. Natural resources. Technically, all the resources of our country are natural resources. For example, mineral, forest, water resources, railways, etc. Now, international resources. Before defining international resources, first of all, we define exclusive economic zone. There are about 200 nautical miles, that is 370.4 kilometers of sea zone of a particular country called exclusive economic zone. We can understand that if we have a territory bordering with the sea, then the area around 200 nautical miles of that sea can be termed as exclusive economic zone. The particular country can utilize the resources in these areas. For example, India has exclusive economic zone in Indian Ocean and explore the magnesium nodules. So what do you mean by international resources? The area after the exclusive economic zone is called international resources. And in order to utilize the international resources, we need to the permission of international institutions and country concerned. In the next video, we come with another important topic.